Welcome to the deep dive. Sometimes you encounter individuals whose work isn't just effective, it's really a masterclass.
Right.
They operate at this level where their craft becomes, well, an art form, and then sometimes you see two such people working together and they somehow amplify each other's strengths. It creates this remarkable synergy.
Exactly. And that's really the essence of what we're peeling back today.
Yeah.
Today, our deep dive takes us right into the world of Jonathan and Jane Migdol. We've gathered insights from, well, quite a few places. Their professional profiles, lots of really heartfelt client testimonials, and even details about Jonathan's incredible philanthropic work.
So our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear. We want to understand what truly sets them apart, in the very competitive world of real estate and frankly, beyond it. How do they manage to exemplify professionalism, kindness, and effectiveness in a way that genuinely impacts their clients, their community? We're going to explore how their whole approach doesn't just lead to success, but how it perfectly embodies these principles of, let's say, elite professional development.
Like the kind fostered within Edmund Bogen's real estate mastermind.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Where both Jonathan and Jane are actually valued members.
Indeed. And we're really aiming to, beyond just, listing achievements, we want to grasp the qualities that define their success.
Right.
And show how those values create this powerful, positive ripple effect. You see it in their business and you see it in their community involvement too.
Okay, sounds good. Let's unpack this then, starting with the foundation,
Yeah.
right? The Migdol Moore team, and at its heart, Jane Migdol.
Yes.
Our sources mention she brings over 24 years of remarkable results. Now, what does that actually mean? Over 2 decades of remarkable results in, say, the Needham and Metro West real estate market. That's quite a statement.
Oh, absolutely. 24 years, that's a huge testament to sustained excellence. Jane is genuinely a local market expert there, Needham and the surrounding Metro West areas.
Okay.
And she's also the co-founder of the Migdol Moore team at Gibson Sotheby's International Realty. But what really comes through again and again in the client feedback, in their own words, is her unique approach.
Yeah, I saw that. You frequently see descriptions like consummate realtor who puts her clients first, or sensitive to our needs, patience.
Exactly.
And this one combination, honesty and efficiency coupled with compassion and professionalism. These aren't just like one-off comments, are they? They seem to be recurring themes.
Not at all. It's very consistent.
One client even talked about selling their home as a bittersweet experience, which it often is, right?
Mm-hmm. Very emotional.
But they noted Jane was right by our side, helping us navigate the process and respecting our wishes. That really points to a deeply empathetic, very personal way of working.
And, that empathy, it seems deeply rooted. Her academic background is actually in psychology, a BS from Tufts University, magna cum laude.
Oh, okay.
So this isn't just, an academic footnote. It likely provides a real framework for understanding people, their needs, their stresses, especially during big life changes.
Like buying or selling a house, one of the biggest.
Exactly. So it allows her to guide clients through these often really emotional transactions, not just as like a facilitator, but as a genuinely trusted advisor who gets the emotional side of things.
That makes a lot of sense. And she combines that empathy, that compassion, with some seriously sharp practical skills.
Right.
The sources say she expertly guides sellers, not just listing, but preparing and presenting their homes strategically to attract those top-dollar offers.
It's about positioning.
And for buyers, she's described as a fierce advocate, making sure they get expert representation, not just with finding a place, but negotiating terms, even thinking about future enhancements. It sounds very holistic.
It really is.
Mm.
And her specialized expertise is quite broad, too. Luxury properties, probate sales, helping seniors, managing seamless relocations.
So real versatility.
Yeah, it allows her to serve a really diverse clientele, each with, unique and sometimes complex needs, but always with that guiding hand of empathy and deep expertise.
Okay, so we have Jane. Client first, compassionate, deep local knowledge. But then what happens when she's joined by Jonathan Migdol? Her husband, also a real estate broker, key member of the team.
Right. The other half of that core synergy.
His background seems quite different. Attorney, sales consultant, director of business development. How does that varied experience actually translate into, like, real advantages for clients in a property deal?
Well, that's where the synergy really kicks in, I think.
Yeah.
Jonathan brings this incredible wealth of experience for managing really complex relationships, even for Fortune 500 companies.
Okay, so not the usual path into real estate.
Definitely not. He combines his real estate knowledge with what's described as the mindset of an analytical doer.
Analytical doer. What does that mean in practice?
It means he doesn't just spot problems. He seems to actively take them apart, using almost a lawyer's precision to structure deals, foresee potential issues, and basically build what they call a certain road to prosperity for clients.
So he brings a kind of strategic foresight, like looking around corners.
Exactly. And his core values, he states, are deeply influenced by that past. He says things like, honesty, integrity, and attention to detail are deeply influenced by the skills I developed as a practicing attorney.
So that legal training is still very much present.
Very much so. It apparently makes him exceptionally skilled in negotiation and just putting complex deals together. If you're facing a tricky transaction, that kind of analytical rigor combined with his business development sense, well, that's invaluable.
Okay, so you've got Jane's empathetic, client-focused approach and local mastery, paired with Jonathan's analytical precision, his legal background, that negotiation skill. Together, the Migdol Moore team has, what, over 45 years of combined experience?
Yeah, over 45 years combined. That's a really formidable depth of knowledge and skill right there.
Wow.
And the team's hallmarks are very clearly stated: honesty, integrity, professionalism, and commitment. Their service model, it emphasizes individualized service and unlimited access to the agents working for you. So you get like a single main contact, but you also have the comfort and security of knowing the whole team can step in instantly if needed.
That's a powerful difference, isn't it? Clients aren't just getting one person. They're getting this cohesive team, this well-oiled machine, all focused on their success.
Right. And it goes beyond just their immediate team, too.
Oh, yeah.
They've apparently built this whole network of trusted professionals, home inspectors, mortgage brokers, real estate attorneys, people who all share that same commitment to customer service.
Okay. It really underlines that phrase they use, it matters who you work with.
Exactly. It's about building a complete support system, an ecosystem really around the client.
So, moving beyond the impressive business side, though it's clearly linked, what seems to truly elevate Jonathan and Jane is, well, their character, their compassion,
Yes.
particularly Jonathan's philanthropic dedication. This is where their values, I think, really shine through.
Absolutely. This part of their story, it's incredibly personal
Yes.
and very inspiring.
Yeah, our sources show Jonathan has ridden in the PanMass Challenge, that huge bike-a-thon for cancer research, for the 18th straight year.
18 years. That's incredible commitment.
It is. He covers 300 miles,
Right.
riding all the way from the New York state line down to Provincetown, Mass.
Yeah.
That's just an immense physical challenge year after year.
And you have to ask, what fuels that kind of sustained dedication, right?
Exactly.
The sources say his rides are in honor of my father, Bernie, my mother, Cynthia, my wife, Jane's mother, Ruth, and my daughter-in-law, Alice's dad, Chris, all of whom, tragically, cancer took far too young.
Wow. That's incredibly powerful motivation. It's so deeply personal, transforming that kind of grief into this sustained force for good.
Year after year after year. It's really something.
And the impact of the PMC itself is huge. 100% of every single dollar raised by riders goes directly to the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute.
100%. That's rare.
It is, and the PMC is Dana-Farber's largest single contributor, raising over half the annual revenue for the Jimmy Fund.
So his efforts, multiplied by thousands of others, are directly funding critical research. Funding, as he puts it, the research so necessary for advancing treatments, improving lives, and finally achieving our true mission, a universal cure.
It's more than just a donation. It feels like an annual, deeply personal crusade to make a real difference against a disease that's touched his life so profoundly.
Yeah. And even outside of that, his personal life seems quite active and community-focused, too. Enjoys cycling, skiing, running, hosting barbecues. It's just a kind of balanced, generous spirit overall.
And Jane, too, is deeply involved in her local community, right?
Yes, definitely. Actively supporting small businesses, local schools, various organizations in Needham.
Which makes sense, given her deep local knowledge from raising her family there, something she obviously leverages for her clients, too.
It's clear their commitment goes way beyond just the real estate deals. It's about investing in the community itself.
Yeah.
What we're seeing in Jonathan and Jane, it's more than just individual success stories. It's this holistic approach to their profession, yes, but also to their community.
Yeah.
And it really mirrors the principles you see in high-performing professionals across lots of different fields.
Right.
In fact, these very qualities, the strategic thinking, the deep community engagement, that unwavering dedication, they're central to certain kinds of exclusive professional development models.
Which brings us right back to Edmund Bogen's real estate mastermind. We
Yep.
mentioned earlier that Jonathan and Jane are members,
Yes.
and their whole approach seems to perfectly embody what that community is about. Can you tell us a bit more about the mastermind itself and how it connects to what we see in the Migdols?
Absolutely. So Edmund Bogen's mastermind is described as an exclusive, high-impact virtual mastermind community. Edmund, the founder, he's a seasoned luxury real estate specialist himself and a business coach.
Okay.
Its core purpose, really, is to empower high-performing professionals, especially realtors, solopreneurs, providing them with robust business strategy frameworks, accountability structures, which are key.
Right. Accountability keeps things moving.
Exactly. Plus access to elite-level peer collaboration, cutting-edge AI integration coaching, which is very relevant now, and really implementation-driven learning.
So it's not just talk, it's about doing actionable growth through effort and shared wisdom.
Precisely. The mastermind operates on this core belief that consistent action, strategic marketing, and the right mindset lead to exponential business growth.
Okay, so connecting that back.
Yeah.
How do Jonathan and Jane really embody those pillars, especially knowing they're part of it?
Well, think about it. When we talk about Jane's ability to expertly guide sellers to prepare and present their homes to attract top-dollar offers,
Yeah.
that's marketing mastery right there in action. A core pillar of the mastermind. She's not just listing homes, she's strategically positioning them.
Okay, I see that.
And similarly, Jonathan's analytical doer mindset, honed as an attorney, that aligns perfectly with the mastermind's emphasis on strategic action and cultivating the right mindset and habits for tackling complex deals.
And what about their network, that whole ecosystem of trusted professionals they've built?
That sounds exactly like the community and collaboration pillar, where elite professionals share best practices, trusted resources, support each other. It genuinely feels like they are living these mastermind principles daily.
Yeah, it really does seem like a natural fit.
It does. And Edmund Bogen's mastermind emphasizes this blend of accountability plus heart. And if you look at the Migdol's commitment, their unwavering focus on clients, Jonathan's profound philanthropy, you see that heart component woven right into their professional fabric. Their consistent pursuit of excellence, whether it's closing a deal or fighting for a cure for cancer, it embodies that core belief. That consistent, values-driven action leads to truly exponential, kind of holistic success.
So, wrapping this up then, what does this all mean for us, for you listening? This is a deep dive into Jonathan and Jane Migdol's journey. It really showcases this compelling blend. Professional skill, ethical practice, deep personal commitment, all working together.
Yeah, from Jane's empathetic client focus and her meticulous attention to detail to Jonathan's strategic negotiation skills and that incredible philanthropic drive, their story just reveals a powerful synergy between husband and wife, yes, but also between their professional and personal lives.
It's clearly not just about achieving success in real estate metrics, is it? It's about serving people with real integrity, building profound trust, and consistently giving back.
Their approach really teaches us that genuine effectiveness, real professionalism, isn't just about market knowledge or how many deals you close.
It's about how that expertise connects with strong personal values,
Right.
right? A relentless commitment to the client's well-being and a deep contribution to the wider community.
Exactly. It's the whole picture.
So it really makes you think, doesn't it? What would it look like to bring that same level of, say, strategic thinking, unwavering dedication, and just genuine kindness to your work, to your life,
Yeah.
regardless of what field you're in?
Yeah.
How can you maybe integrate your own core values more deeply into your professional actions to create not just, success on paper, but a truly profound and lasting impact?
It's a great question. And I think the Migdols, they offer a really powerful blueprint for that kind of holistic excellence, something we can all learn from.